rules regarding security and alcohol sales at games were changed.
Oh my God. Look at this nigga on the left right here. He poured that shit all over his head.
Charges and NBA rules were.
Look at this dumbass nigga. He did that when he wasn't looking. See,
not trying to cuff you, baby, just want you to shake that ass. Police shutting down the party, so they twerking on the grass. Man, just look at all these hoes, they dropping low and doing split. She won't come and hang around with MDS, cause we the shit. Can't put trust inside nobody, so I'm clutching on the stick. I got a freaky hoe from Euclid, say she gon' show me a trick.
What's up, MDS gang, man? We back with another motherfucking reaction video, man. We got the 10 craziest NBA fights of all time. Nigga, it's starting off old as fuck with Dr. J and Larry Bird, so you know it's finna be some shit in this bitch. You know it's finna be some shit in this bitch. Back then, cause they couldn't do shit back then, so you know it's finna be some shit in this bitch. But y'all know we don't do too much talking. Me getting straight to the motherfucking video. Let's go.
Number 10, Daryl Dawkins versus Maurice Lucas. During the 1977 finals, an accidental tangle-up escalated to property damage.
Gilliam inside.
Ooh, damn, his head slammed on the ground, didn't it?
After Philadelphia 76ers powerhouse Daryl Dawkins tangled with Bob Goss of the Portland Trailblazers, Dawkins tried to hit the other player, only to hit his own teammate. Trailblazer Maurice Lucas then shoved Dawkins before the two squared up, and fans and police flooded the court.
That nigga gonna hit him and then run away. Yeah. Throw some, nigga. Oh yeah, 53 scary. No, 53 pump fake. 53 scary, nigga. You gonna throw it on a white boy, but as soon as the other nigga start doing his thing, nigga, you ain't gonna throw nothing, nigga. You a scary ass nigga, 53. Look, he's scary. He's scary. He ain't threw nothing. He ain't right here. He's scary. He's waiting for somebody to hold him back.
Both players were ejected. Dawkins was so angry that he ripped a toilet from the wall of his own team's locker room.
They've got to get the fans on.
I hope Dawkins not 53 because number 53 is scary.
The Sixers won this game, but lost the next 4, leading to Portland's only championship to date. Some speculate that this particular fight helped motivate the Trailblazers to win the series. Number 9, Michael Jordan versus Reggie Miller. The legendary Michael Jordan was no stranger to aggressive gameplay, and this incident is a prime example. Indiana Pacers star Reggie Miller bumped into Jordan, and the two exchanged some pretty harsh words before things came to blows.
Oh yeah, I think I've seen this before.
Jordan chased down Miller to grab, scratch, and punch his face.
He did not punch him, nigga. Oh yeah, he did. Never mind. That's on me. That's on me. I'm sorry.
Miller was ejected, but insanely enough, Jordan was not. In fact, he wasn't even given a foul.
Wow. Now that's called favoritism. That's called favoritism.
Bob Hill just threw and broke his knee. He is gone. Bob Hill.
That's called favoritism.
Throw stuff on the floor.
After the game, however, Jordan was fined and was given a 1-game suspension. As for Miller and the Pacers, they did not advance to the NBA Finals until after Jordan's second retirement.
Congratulations to the Indiana Pacers. Well deserved.
No, they ain't never won one. The Pacers ain't never won a championship. See, this is what I don't understand as a grown-ass man. You's a grown-ass man. A grown-ass man. And you let another grown-ass man hold you up like that and carry you around? I don't give a fuck what I want. Nigga, I'm not jumping in no grown man arms and letting him pick me up and walk me around, nigga. What the fuck? What type of shit was going on back then?
The best team all year.
Like, look at this shit. I don't give a fuck how happy I am. I'm not letting a grown-ass man pick me up and walk me around anywhere. What the fuck? Jumping in a grown man arms like I'm his bitch. What the fuck is this? Boy, y'all all here talking about the new shit going on, nigga. Y'all need to worry about the old shit y'all had going on.
Number 8, Larry Bird versus Dr. J. During his career in the NBA, Larry Bird was known for trash talk, but he went a little too far when he elbowed the high-flying Dr. J, aka Julius Erving. Despite their off-the-court friendship, the two threw punches and grabbed each other's throats. Both teams' benches rushed to the court, and Dr. J's fellow Sixers held Bird as Irving punched the Celtic superstar. The fight resulted in over $30,000 in fines, with Irving and Bird both receiving fines of $7,500, the second highest fine in the league at the time.
They was waiting for that. They was waiting to do Larry like that.
Tempers are bound to flare, and an important
they was waiting to do Larry like that.
Bird still wants a piece of Jay.
Thankfully, after the fight, the two reconciled and are still friends to this day. Number 7. Marcus Camby versus Danny Ferry.
Who the fuck is Danny
Marcus
Ferry?
Camby of the Knicks wasn't known as a confrontational player, but he was understandably ruffled when Spurs player Danny Ferry elbowed his chest and hit him in the face.
Camby took a shot.
After a brief discussion with a ref, Camby dove after Ferry to retaliate.
I ain't never seen it before.
Unfortunately, Camby accidentally hit his own coach, Jeff Van Gundy, when the coach attempted to intervene. The scuffle resulted in a 5-game suspension and $25,000 fine for Camby, a 1-game suspension and $7,500 fine for Ferry, and 15 stitches for Van Gundy.
There.
Nigga, 15.
Van Gundy saving him. Van Gundy sacrificing himself to try to save his player.
As you'll see in a moment, this wasn't the only time Jeff Van Gundy was caught in the crossfire of a fight in Madison Square Garden.
You better grow
Number
some balls, boy.
Alonzo Mourning versus Larry Johnson. At the end of a 1998 playoff game between the Miami Heat and the New York Knicks, former teammates Alonzo Mourning and Larry Johnson bumped into each other, and years of animosity bubbled up into flying fists.
Ooh,
Other members of the Heat and Knicks got involved, but the craziest thing about this fight was Knicks coach Jeff Van Gundy grabbing Mourning's leg to try to de-escalate the altercation. Thankfully, to quote commentator Doc Rivers,
fortunately for these guys, they're both awful fighters.
So no hits landed and no coaches were trampled during this scuffle.
Larry Johnson
Both Johnson and Mourning received 2-game suspensions.
Larry Johnson do not do that boxing up exhibition they doing. With
Number
famous
5,
people, don't do that.
Charles Barkley
I remember that.
versus
Everybody know this
Shaquille
fight.
O'Neal.
Everybody know this fight. Two big ass.
Nowadays, Charles Barkley and Shaquille O'Neal are everyone's favorite frenemies on TNT's Inside the NBA, but these two weren't always so chummy.
See these two, man. Come on, man. Nobody laughing at them. Come on, man.
During a 1999 game, Shaq fouled Barkley, who retaliated by throwing the ball at O'Neal's head, and the two wound up wrestling to the ground. Both players were suspended. Barkley was fined $5,000, while Shaq was fined $10,000. Thankfully, after the incident, their mothers convinced the players to patch up things, and they made amends over a few terrible rounds of golf.
When I got to the locker room, my mother was on the phone and Charles' mother was on the phone. Charles' mom was like, "Don't you hit my boy." I was like, "Who is this?" She was like, "That's Charles' mom." I was like, "Oh, hello, ma'am. How you doing? Y'all don't need to be fighting. I just talked to Charles. He gonna meet you in the hallway. Y'all hug it out and y'all stop that."
However, this was not the only time Charles Barkley was involved in a fight on the court. Number 4, the Suns versus the Knicks.
Doc Rivers.
Damn, the whole Suns and Knicks team. It was just the whole Suns and Knicks team. Oh, shit.
And they're going.
Everybody relax.
Here comes Barkley.
Yes, that's Charles Barkley once again. The main instigators of this rule-changing fight from 1993, however, were Kevin Johnson and Doc Rivers. Rivers committed an offensive foul on Johnson, and the two got heated, leading their benches to clear out.
Doc Rivers played in the NBA?
Thankfully, both teams cooled down, but not for long. Rivers and Johnson clashed again, and a benched Greg Anthony decided to escalate matters by punching Johnson in the face.
How old is Doc Rivers? Old ass nigga.
Here comes Rivers after Johnson. We have a free-for-all. Johnson blindsided Rivers. Rivers went down, and this could become ugly.
The teams dogpiled each other, resulting in one of the biggest fights in NBA history, as well as suspensions for Johnson, Rivers, and Anthony.
And now, Johnson diving on Anthony.
Everybody on top of each other.
Boy, this is one you will not see in the NBA. That's awful.
In fact, Anthony's involvement off the bench led to stricter league-wide rules regarding fighting, which are still in effect to this day.
Now it looks like they have settled matters, and that's the end of the half.
Number 3, the Bulls versus the Knicks.
Do they
the
end
Knicks
the game
have been
after
involved
that,
in
or
their
do they
fair
come
share
back?
of historic on-court fights, and this incident was no exception. During the 1994 playoffs, Derek Harper of the Knicks and JoJo English of the Bulls scuffled at the three-point line right in front of the first row of fans.
Now we've got a fight with Harper and English. Look at
Damn, he threw that boy. He said, "Get in the weight room, my nigga." He threw that boy. Damn.
It's right in front of us.
At the sound of the ref's whistle, both teams rushed to back up their teammates. The fight escalated and spilled into the stands.
Ron Harper, and who is that?
Him over here
Threw that boy.
on the floor.
Yeah,
you can see what
he threw that
happens.
nigga.
Empties
right over the top of the fans in rows 1 and 2.
This was far from the only time an altercation extended into the crowd, but it's not every night that the NBA commissioner is in attendance.
Why you just got that one
David
little
Stern had a
piece of
front
hair
row
in the middle of
seat
your
to the
fucking
action.
chin, your middle of your face like that?
Naturally, it happened right down below him, no more than 10 feet away, as it stumbled into the first and second rows.
Harper received a 2-game suspension, English received a 1-game suspension, and the league made stricter rules regarding fights. Number 2, the Knicks versus the Nuggets.
Don't be playing that back in the day. The Knicks used to fight everybody.
What is he doing?
Man, there's just something about Madison Square Garden and fights, isn't there? This insane history-making melee from 2006 began at the end of the game, when Knicks player Marty Collins committed a flagrant foul against Denver Nuggets guard J.R. Smith.
Oh, that's a tough foul, Marty Collins. Careful. No. What's Robinson doing?
The Nuggets rushed to Smith's
Nate,
defense, resulting in a huge brawl between both teams that spilled into the stands.
You
the
know,
Nuggets
Nate
and
got
the
that short
Knicks
nigga
were fined
syndrome, so he
$500,000
gonna make
each,
everything
and 7 players,
bigger than
including
what
the
it
league's
is.
top scorer Carmelo Anthony, were suspended for a total of 47 games, making this the most penalized game in history at the time.
Well, there goes the Knicks, 5 on the floor.
I can honestly say, and I've been around the NBA since 1982, I have never seen 10 players kicked out of a game. And I don't know, Walt Frazier sitting right to my left. He may have, I don't know if we can get his attention.
Get it out.
Once again, unveil our top pick. Here are a
Damn, he threw that boy.
Broken out here. A melee is broken out. The benches have emptied. And
Parrish punched known instigator Lambier and didn't even get a foul called on him.
It doesn't fall. The tip by Parrish. He can't get the fall, and Parrish takes Lambier.
Yeah, he was tired of Lambier. The refs was tired of Lambier too. Ain't nobody like Lambier.
Pistons versus 76ers. Is anyone surprised that Bill Lambier was involved in this scuffle?
Ain't nobody like him, so as soon as somebody did something to him, they don't care. This nigga Barkley was fighting everybody, nigga. Nigga Barkley was getting into it. Nigga Barkley should have played some went into UFC, nigga.
Chris Paul versus Rajon Rondo.
Oh yeah,
fouls and shoves led to Paul and Rondo throwing punches
when that nigga
and getting
Rondo
suspended.
Pointed in his fucking face like that.
Paul and Rondo throwing punches. Ingram comes in. He's throwing punches.
Kobe Bryant versus Chris Childs. Childs shoved Kobe for trash talking, leading to a brawl. They were fined and suspended.
And now a fight breaks out between Kobe Bryant and Chris Childs.
I ain't know Kobe got in a fight.
Punched him twice, and Kobe is hot. It takes 2 officials to restrain him.
Number 1. Pistons versus Pacers versus fans, also known as the Malice at the Palace.
This is a disgrace.
It's pretty ironic that a man who later changed his name to Meta World Peace was at the center of the worst fight in NBA history.
Yeah,
Ben Wallace is fouled, and Wallace did.
Damn. That nigga Ben Wallace wasn't no joke.
Potential to be serious if they don't get between.
Known at the time as Ron Artest, he committed a foul on Pistons player Ben Wallace, who then shoved Artest. The two got physical, and a fan added to the incident by throwing a Diet Coke in their direction,
I ain't gonna lie,
prompting
that's crazy.
Artest to climb into the stands.
That's crazy.
Artest has jumped over the scorer's table and is trying to get down to the bench.
Yeah, because fans see they can do anything they
The
fucking
arena
want. How you gonna throw
exploded
a
into
fucking
chaos between players,
throw a fucking
fans,
Coke
and security.
at somebody, nigga?
Even after the fighting stopped and players headed to the locker room, fans continued to throw drinks. Artest received a 73-game suspension,
73?
the longest
Damn.
in league history. 73 additional game suspensions were handed out. Players and fans received assault charges, and NBA rules regarding security and
Look
alcohol
at
sales at
that.
games were changed.
Oh my God. Look at this nigga on the left right here. He poured that shit all over his
Assault
head.
charges and NBA rules were.
Look at this dumbass nigga. He did that when he wasn't looking. See, people like this nigga, fans, they can do anything in the stands, nigga. Y'all are regular. Y'all can't do shit like that. At the end of the day, these people is regular people too, nigga. Everybody is people, nigga. You gonna throw a that boy shit. I don't blame him, nigga. They
Regarding security and
got
alcohol sales at games were changed.
They should have got suspended at all.
From the Pistons fans here.
Did you enjoy this video?
But make sure y'all like, comment, subscribe, man. MDS gang, y'all know the big stuff coming, man. We out.